most powerful habit that separates billionaires from the rest of the world. It's not about luck, talent, or even timing. It's about something far more intentional, something anyone can cultivate starting today. Billionaires know exactly where they're going. They don't just dream, they define their vision with crystal clarity. And this vision isn't vague or abstract, it's detailed, measurable, and emotionally charged. Why? Because when you're crystal clear about what you want, every decision becomes simple. You don't waste energy on distractions. You don't say yes to opportunities that don't align. You become unstoppable. But clarity isn't enough. Billionaires pair it with relentless focus. Clarity of vision is not just a principle, it's the cornerstone of extraordinary success. When we look at the lives of billionaires, we find one defining trait that sets them apart. They know exactly what they want and why it matters. This level of clarity isn't accidental. It's a deliberate, cultivated habit that guides every decision they make, every opportunity they seize, and every challenge they face. Imagine trying to navigate a dense forest without a map, a compass, or any clear direction. You'd wander aimlessly, second-guessing every turn, wasting time and energy. Now imagine that same scenario, but this time you have a detailed map and a clear destination. Every step you take has a purpose. Every choice brings you closer to your goal. That's the power of clarity, and it's what billionaires rely on to stay ahead. For most people, life is a series of reactions responding to the demands of the moment without a clear sense of direction. Billionaires, on the other hand, live proactively. They begin with the end in mind. They take the time to define what success looks like for them in vivid detail. It's not just about financial wealth, it's about creating a life that aligns with their deepest values and aspirations. They ask themselves questions like, what legacy do I want to leave? What impact do I want to make? And what does the ideal version of my life look like? This process of defining their vision goes far beyond setting vague goals. It's not enough to say, I want to be rich or I want to be successful. Billionaires break their vision down into measurable, tangible outcomes. They create mental blueprints of what they want to achieve. For example, if they aim to build a global business, they envision the size of the company, the type of culture they want to foster, the kind of customers they want to serve, and the specific milestones they need to hit along the way. But it doesn't stop there. Clarity of vision is more than just knowing what you want, it's knowing why you want it. Billionaires connect their goals to a deeper purpose. They understand that motivation fades when it's tied solely to external rewards. However, when their vision is rooted in meaning and purpose, it becomes an inexhaustible source of drive. For instance, a billionaire might not be driven solely by the prospect of earning billions of dollars. Instead, they might be motivated by the desire to solve a pressing global problem, uplift communities, or create a legacy that outlives them. The habit of clarity also involves constant refinement. Billionaires revisit their vision regularly, adjusting it as they grow, learn, and evolve. Life is dynamic, and so are they. They're not afraid to pivot when they realize their initial vision no longer aligns with their values or the opportunities before them. This willingness to adapt ensures they stay aligned with what truly matters to them, rather than clinging to outdated goals out of pride or stubbornness. What's equally important is the ability to communicate their vision effectively. Billionaires don't operate in isolation. To bring their vision to life, they need the support of others, teams, investors, partners, and communities. This means articulating their vision in a way that inspires and mobilizes people. When others see and feel the clarity of their leader's vision, they're more likely to commit to the mission wholeheartedly. Clarity doesn't mean having all the answers up front. It means knowing the destination while remaining open to different paths that might lead there. Billionaires understand that the road to success is rarely a straight line. They embrace ambiguity, but their clear vision acts as their North Star, keeping them grounded and focused even when circumstances change. Here's the beauty of this habit. It's not reserved for billionaires. Clarity of vision is a skill anyone can develop. It starts with introspection, taking the time to understand your own values, strengths, passions, and priorities. From there, it requires writing your vision down, reviewing it regularly, and staying committed to it, even when distractions and challenges arise. The difference between those who merely dream and those who achieve extraordinary success is not talent or resources, it's clarity. Billionaires don't just dream big, they dream with precision. They define their dreams, infuse them with purpose, and turn them into a guiding light. That's what gives them the power to move mountains, and it's a power you can cultivate too. Relentless focus is one of the most defining habits of billionaires. It's not just about working hard, it's about working smart with precision and intentionality. Billionaires understand that time and energy are finite resources, and they treat these resources with the highest level of respect. Unlike most people who allow distractions to pull them in countless directions, billionaires have trained themselves to focus on what truly matters, eliminating the noise and owning in on the actions that drive the greatest impact. The ability to focus starts with knowing your priorities. Billionaires are masters at identifying the small number of tasks and goals that yield the highest returns. This is often referred to as the 80/20 principle, where 20% of efforts produce 8 to 80% of the results. Billionaires don't waste time on the 80% of activities that generate minimal outcomes. They zero in on that critical 20%, the tasks, projects, and decisions that align directly with their vision and move them closer to their goals. This focus is not accidental, it's cultivated. Billionaires structure their days and their environments to minimize distractions. They don't leave their schedules to chance. Instead, they design routines that maximize productivity and keep their attention on high-value activities. For example, many start their day with a clear plan outlining the top priorities they need to tackle. By setting their focus early, they resist the temptation to be reactive, responding to emails, social media, or other low-priority interruptions that can hijack the day. Relentless focus also means saying no more often than saying yes. Billionaires understand that every commitment they make is a trade-off. Saying yes to one thing inevitably means saying no to something else. They guard their time fiercely, declining opportunities, projects, and even relationships that don't align with their goals. This ability to say no is not about being dismissive or arrogant. It's about protecting their focus so they can give their best to what truly matters. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere, maintaining focus is more challenging than ever. Billionaires combat this by mastering their attention. They practice mindfulness, train their ability to concentrate, and often use tools like time blocking to stay disciplined. For example, they may dedicate specific blocks of time to deep work periods where they immerse themselves fully in their most important tasks without interruptions. During these times, they turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create an environment conducive to peak performance. Another aspect of relentless focus is the ability to recover quickly from setbacks and stay aligned with the big picture. When challenges arise, many people get derailed, losing sight of their goals and becoming consumed by problems. Billionaires, however, maintain their focus even in the face of adversity. They don't waste energy dwelling on obstacles. Instead, they ask, what's the next step I can take to move forward? This mindset allows them to stay productive, no matter the circumstances. Delegation is another critical component of maintaining focus. Billionaires recognize that they can't do everything themselves. They surround themselves with talented teams and empower others to handle tasks that don't require their direct involvement. This frees them to focus on the areas where they can have the greatest impact, whether that's strategic decision-making, innovation, or building relationships. By letting go of control over the less critical details, they maximize their effectiveness. Focus is also about consistency. Billionaires don't just focus intensely for a day or a week and then lose steam. They sustain their focus over months, years, and even decades. This consistency requires discipline, but it also requires a strong sense of purpose. When you're deeply connected to your why, staying focused becomes easier. For billionaires, their vision is not just a goal, it's a driving force that keeps them locked in, no matter how tempting distractions might be. Ultimately, relentless focus is not about perfection, it's about persistence. Even billionaires face moments of distraction or loss of momentum. What sets them apart is their ability to refocus quickly and keep moving forward. They are relentless in protecting their attention, aligning their efforts with their goals, and ensuring that every action they take serves a greater purpose. This habit of focus is not just a strategy, it's a way of life. It's a habit that anyone can develop, and it's a habit that can transform not just your productivity, but the trajectory of your entire life. Billionaires share a defining habit that sets them apart from the majority of people: an insatiable commitment to learning. They understand that knowledge is not just power, it's a competitive advantage. In a world that's constantly evolving, standing still is not an option. Billionaires don't just keep up with the changes, they stay ahead by making lifelong learning a core part of their daily lives. This habit isn't limited to formal education, it's a mindset and a way of approaching the world. One of the most striking characteristics of billionaires is their curiosity. They are always asking questions, exploring new ideas, and challenging their assumptions. They view the world as a classroom and every experience as an opportunity to grow. Whether it's learning about new technologies, understanding market trends, or diving into personal development, billionaires prioritize expanding their knowledge base. They're not afraid to venture into areas outside their expertise, knowing that cross-disciplinary understanding often leads to innovation and breakthroughs. Reading is one of the most common practices among billionaires. Many attribute their success to their voracious reading habits. For example, Warren Buffett famously spends a significant portion of his day reading, while Elon Musk learned how to build rockets through books. These individuals don't just read for entertainment, they read strategically, selecting materials that challenge their thinking, enhance their skills, and provide insights that can be applied to their goals. They treat books as tools, not just sources of information, and they actively seek out knowledge that gives them a competitive edge. Beyond reading, billionaires seek learning through mentors and peers. They surround themselves with people who are smarter, more experienced, or differently skilled than they are. They understand the value of learning from others' successes and failures. Rather than letting ego get in the way, they ask questions, listen intently, and implement the advice they receive. This humility to learn from others accelerates their growth and helps them avoid costly mistakes. Another hallmark of their learning habit is the way billionaires embrace failure. For most people, failure is something to avoid or fear. For billionaires, it's a crucial part of the learning process. They view failure as feedback, an opportunity to understand what didn't work and why. Instead of being discouraged, they dissect their failures, extract lessons, and apply those lessons moving forward. This iterative approach to learning ensures they are constantly improving and adapting. Billionaires are also highly intentional about their learning environments. They don't rely on passive consumption of information. They actively seek out situations that push them to grow. Whether it's attending conferences, joining mastermind groups, or engaging in challenging discussions, they place themselves in environments that stimulate their minds and encourage growth. They understand that proximity to great thinkers and innovators can elevate their own learning and thinking. Another critical aspect of their learning habit is adaptability. Billionaires are keenly aware that what worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. They stay open to new ideas and are willing to unlearn outdated practices. This adaptability is a form of learning in itself, requiring self-awareness and a willingness to challenge the status quo. By staying flexible and responsive, they remain relevant and innovative in a constantly changing world. Technology also plays a significant role in their learning process. Billionaires leverage online resources, podcasts, audiobooks, and courses to learn on the go. They maximize every moment, turning commutes or downtime into opportunities for growth. They understand that learning doesn't have to be confined to specific times or places. It can happen anytime, anywhere. But the most important thing about this habit is consistency. Billionaires don't treat learning as a one-time event or something they do only when convenient. It's a daily commitment. They carve out time for it, prioritize it, and protect it from distractions. This consistency compounds over time, creating a wealth of knowledge and skills that differentiates them from others. Lifelong learning isn't just a habit for billionaires, it's a way of life. They know that their ability to grow, adapt, and innovate depends on how much they're willing to learn. This habit is not reserved for the wealthy or successful. It's a habit anyone can adopt. By fostering curiosity, seeking knowledge actively, embracing failure, and learning consistently, anyone can transform their potential and create extraordinary results in their life. The journey starts with the mindset learning is not optional, it's essential. Billionaires share a proactive mindset when it comes to challenges, embracing the habit of anticipating problems and solving them with deliberate action. They understand that obstacles are inevitable on the path to success, but what sets them apart is their ability to approach problems not as roadblocks but as opportunities for growth and innovation. This proactive approach is not a coincidence. It is a cultivated habit that becomes second nature over time, enabling them to thrive in high-pressure environments and remain resilient in the face of adversity. At the core of this habit is a mindset shift. Instead of fearing problems, billionaires view them as an inherent part of progress. They accept that challenges are a natural consequence of pursuing ambitious goals. This acceptance allows them to remain calm and composed when problems arise, which is critical for effective problem solving. Rather than reacting impulsively, they take a step back, analyze the situation, and seek out the root cause. This analytical approach ensures that they're not just addressing symptoms, but implementing solutions that prevent similar issues from occurring in the future. Billionaires don't wait for problems to come to them. They actively scan the horizon for potential challenges and prepare themselves to address them before they escalate. This habit of anticipation often involves scenario planning, where they consider different possibilities and develop strategies to navigate each one. By thinking ahead, they reduce uncertainty and increase their ability to adapt when faced with unexpected situations. For instance, a business leader might analyze market trends and anticipate shifts in consumer behavior, allowing them to adjust their strategy well in advance. Another key element of this habit is maintaining a solutions-oriented focus. Billionaires understand that dwelling on the problem itself does nothing to move them forward. Instead, they quickly pivot their energy toward finding solutions. This doesn't mean ignoring the problem. It means refusing to get stuck in a cycle of negativity or blame. They ask empowering questions like, what's within my control to fix this? Or what's the best course of action I can take right now? These questions shift their mindset from helplessness to empowerment. Collaboration plays a significant role in how billionaires tackle problems. They know that they don't have all the answers and that leveraging the knowledge and expertise of others can lead to better solutions. They surround themselves with skilled teams, advisors, and mentors who can provide diverse perspectives and insights. When a problem arises, they don't hesitate to seek input, brainstorm solutions, and delegate tasks to those best equipped to handle them. This collaborative approach not only leads to better outcomes, but also strengthens the trust and cohesion within their networks. Risk management is another critical aspect of their proactive problem-solving habit. Billionaires are not reckless, they are calculated risk takers. Before making major decisions, they consider potential risks and develop contingency plans. This preparation doesn't eliminate risk, but mitigates it, ensuring they're better equipped to handle setbacks. For example, an investor might diversify their portfolio to reduce the impact of market volatility, or a business owner might create an emergency fund to weather economic downturns. Resilience is a defining characteristic of this habit. Billionaires understand that not every problem will have a perfect solution, and not every effort will yield immediate results. What matters is their ability to persist, learn, and adapt. When faced with failure, they treat it as a stepping stone rather than a defeat. They analyze what went wrong, extract the lessons, and use that knowledge to improve their future decision-making. Technology and data also play a significant role in their approach. Billionaires often leverage advanced tools and analytics to identify potential problems early. For example, they might use predictive modeling to foresee supply chain disruptions or analyze customer feedback to address dissatisfaction before it escalates. This reliance on data enhances their ability to make informed decisions and stay ahead of potential issues. Ultimately, this proactive habit stems from a deep belief in their ability to influence outcomes. Billionaires don't view themselves as victims of circumstance, they see themselves as creators of their destiny. This belief fuels their determination to face challenges head-on and take ownership of the solutions. It's a habit that can be developed by anyone willing to shift their mindset, embrace responsibility, and cultivate the skills needed to navigate uncertainty. Being proactive and problem-solving is not just a trait of billionaires, it's a universal skill that can transform how we approach challenges in our own lives. By anticipating obstacles, focusing on solutions, collaborating effectively, and remaining resilient, anyone can turn setbacks into stepping stones and achieve their goals with greater confidence and efficiency. One of the defining habits that sets billionaires apart is their unwavering commitment to action over perfection. While many people get stuck waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan, billionaires understand that success is built on consistent, decisive action. They know that progress, not perfection, is the key to achieving extraordinary results. This habit enables them to take initiative, learn through experience, and maintain momentum even in the face of uncertainty. Billionaires are not reckless. Their focus on action doesn't mean they act without thought or strategy. Instead, they strike a balance between preparation and execution. They recognize that no amount of planning can guarantee success, because the real world is unpredictable. Markets shift, technologies evolve, and unforeseen challenges arise. Waiting for a flawless plan often leads to missed opportunities. Billionaires sidestep this trap by starting with the best information available and refining their approach as they go. The willingness to embrace imperfection is a cornerstone of this habit. Billionaires understand that mistakes are an inevitable part of growth. They don't let the fear of making errors paralyze them. Instead, they see mistakes as valuable feedback. Every action, even one that leads to failure, provides insights that can be used to improve future decisions. This iterative approach to success means that they're always learning and evolving, which ultimately positions them ahead of those who hesitate or overanalyze. Taking action is also about building momentum. Billionaires know that small, consistent steps create compounding effects over time. They don't wait for monumental breakthroughs to feel like they're making progress. Instead, they focus on the next actionable step, no matter how small. Each step builds confidence, creates opportunities, and lays the foundation for larger accomplishments. This philosophy of start now, improve later allows them to maintain forward momentum while others remain stuck in the planning phase. Another critical aspect of their focus on action is their ability to prioritize. Billionaires don't waste time on tasks that don't move the needle. They are laser-focused on high-impact activities that align with their goals and vision. They ask themselves, what is the most important thing I can do right now to move closer to my goal? This question helps them eliminate distractions and concentrate their energy on what truly matters. By prioritizing effectively, they maximize the impact of their actions. Billionaires also understand the importance of speed in decision-making. They operate with a bias toward action, knowing that delays often come at a cost. While they take calculated risks, they don't allow themselves to be bogged down by indecision. This doesn't mean they rush into every decision. Rather, they make decisions swiftly and decisively when opportunities arise. If adjustments are needed later, they're willing to pivot and adapt. One of the reasons billionaires can take decisive action is their strong belief in their ability to figure things out along the way. They trust their resourcefulness and problem-solving skills, which gives them the confidence to act even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. This self-assurance doesn't come from blind optimism. It's rooted in their track record of learning, adapting, and overcoming challenges through experience. Their focus on action also extends to how they influence and lead others. Billionaires don't just talk about what needs to be done, they lead by example. Their willingness to roll up their sleeves and take initiative inspires their teams and creates a culture of accountability and execution. They understand that vision without action is meaningless, and they ensure that their actions consistently align with their goals and values. Billionaires also leverage the power of execution to outpace competitors. In fast-moving industries, the ability to act quickly and decisively can be the difference between capturing a market and being left behind. They are not afraid to launch imperfect products, test ideas, and iterate based on real-world feedback. This approach allows them to innovate faster and stay ahead of the curve.